Hi, I'm Abbas. I'm here with my friend Bayo. So I'm currently the coordinator of the Alberta Men's Network, and we just wanted to have a conversation with Bayo, who's been a founding member of the Alberta Men's Network, and just to kind of hear about why he became part of the network, some of his own experience doing some of this work. So maybe to start off, maybe Bayo. Maybe you can start by maybe saying like how did you get into this work? Like what led you to getting into engaging men and boys work, gender justice work, and deciding to be a part of the Alberta Men's Network?
Yeah, thank you very much, Abbas. I came to this network when I was finishing my grad school. I was looking for an opportunity to be part of a research. And so I asked around, like I have a number of work experience outside of Canada, also within Canada, but I felt I was leaving a grad school, something was missing in me, and that was research. So I asked around, I said, I really want to do research. So I stumbled on one of my, co-classmates in school, and I told her, she said, oh, have you talked to Lisa Lorenzetti? And I said, I don't even know who this person is. And I said, okay, I will find out who she is. So I went to the faculty, I found out, I asked her. She said, are you really interested in becoming a researcher? I said, well, I want to have a research experience, and that's why I'm coming here. And she said to me, well, if you are ready to learn, I'm also ready to, show you the way. And so I came on board into the research, and immediately this particular project actually started with looking at the Alberta Men's Network, looking at how the relationship and, in violence prevention, especially with men. And so that was my involvement with Alberta Men's Network. And the research we did in 2015, I guess. That was 2015.
Survey.
It's a survey. We did a survey across the province asking men about their well-being and also health relationship, masculinity, working with the boys. And prior to coming to this particular research, I used to run groups for men who are abusing their partners, and I also run group for women who are also abusing their partners too. And so I kind of look at, the divide, and I said, this probably will be a good fit for me to advance my work in social work, as a social worker. And I said to myself, it's an opportunity, and part of what I did in that research was to be the development evaluation for that particular research. And since then, I asked myself also, from the result of the research, if you look at a bunch of things that we came up with and the result we have, saying that we ask questions around, do men actually need help? And they said, oh, they need a lot of help. Do men know where to go to when they need help? A number of men said, no, we don't even know where to go. And that struck me. And I said, look, is there any way I can also be part of a community where we can get men to access services without being judged, without being, looked after? So that was my involvement, and that was how I came on board with Alberta Men's Network.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of international experience as well as a lot of sort of local experience within Canada and Alberta. With the Alberta Men's Network and its focus on promoting healthy relationships, well-being with men, and just advancing gender justice work. How would you describe, or how would you best summarize what you think are the benefits of the work of the Alberta Men's Network, as compared to other things you've probably been a part of?
Yeah. So some of the benefits that we can see is the fact that within this network now, we now have various groups that has been set up in terms of, looking at the Latino Men's Network, looking at the African, Descent Network, looking at people from the Philippines as well, looking at other people from diversity who have come also to say they want to be part of this particular network. They want to actually contribute to say that, look, what can we do before violence happens to men? How can we help men better in their relationship with their partners? Not only that, we're not only located only in Calgary. We also have a network of people outside of Calgary. So we have Edmonton. We opened up cameras where we went to do the network. We also have the CDF, the Calgary Domestic Collective, violence also here. where we've been partnered with a lot of other agencies to actually let them know why we do what we do. So the benefits are also that men are also coming out right now to tell us more about how they can better relate with their, with their spouses in some of the pockets, conversation we have around. So cafe conversation, coffee conversation, people go to the community and ask questions. I remember when I was part of what we did in this particular research was we set up, this community network at the Mustard Seed Shelter where we engage men and ask them questions around, what do you think we can do for men to help them better in their relationship? And men actually came up, they volunteered their time and their energy saying that, look, I think we need a lot of men to also help, in fighting violence against women, or probably helping men to grow better and also have something they can easily rely on before violence actually happens. So the benefits are enormous to me in summary, not just about something we can just leave and just not continue to do. And that's one of the reasons why we are here also tonight, gathering together. And with part of also the benefits that we also bring in people who are interested in working with men and boys as well. So it's not only about just being in the network, we also want to bring in new injections. So we recruit people. Like tonight also, I brought a friend of mine who just came from Nigeria, just about 3 months, about 3 weeks in Canada. And I just told him, I said, look, I want you to come with me to a network meeting tonight and come and have a look of what we do here with the men. Yeah, another benefit.
Yeah, that's great. Good summary. So the thing is, we're called the Alberta Men's Network, and oftentimes we're asked, so is it just for men? Is it like, you seem to work with more than just men, but you're called the Alberta Men's Network. So that's something that keeps coming up. But of course, with the network, we're interested in sort of a better world, a better society, a better community. Though for now, the focus is sort of including more men in this work that's been traditionally led by women. But saying all that, and you talked about the benefits to maybe men and the work we do to sort of particularly engage men. But what would you say perhaps are the benefits to women and children and society at large in maybe some of the things that we do?
Okay, that's a good question, Abbas. Like I said, some of the things I've done in the past before, working with men who are abusing their partners and also women who are also abusing their partners. If a man's well-being is taken care of in terms of financial, emotional, mental, and physical health, this also has a ripple effect on the family. So if a man is well taken care of, he has every of his well-being sound and well. It also goes back to the family. It also has an impact to say that this family is also going to, be well in every area of their life they may think about. It also affects the children. So we have now, dad can now sit down with the child, can sit down with the daughter. They can have conversation. They can be involved in their life and things that they do, activity that's that they're more interested. As I'm talking to you right now, my wife and I made a commitment to my son to take him to basketball. And so that's part of the involvement. So if I'm not well, my well-being is not good, I can't transform that to my wife. My wife is like, okay, if this guy's interested in that, but because he saw the example I'm leading as a man, he look at it and say, okay, well, why don't we support this particular boy as well? So when I'm not around, he wants to go for games, it takes him. Or he wants to practice, it takes him. So what I'm saying in effect is that the man is well taken care of, the man's well-being is looked after, then it also has a big advantage on the woman and also the number of children they may have in the family. But in effect, what we're saying is that, look, a man well taken care of has a great impact on the family at home. Wow.
Wonderful. Nice. That's great. Last question to end. What would you say perhaps in your definition, so for your time in the network, how would you sum up as perhaps a man who has a good well-being, is mentally healthy, is balanced, and is sort of responsive. How would you define, perhaps, if you're saying that's a good man, how would you describe what that ideal or good man is or should be?
Yeah, so the ideal man will be a man who is ready to also be part of, the family life. So it wants to be part of the wife's life, wants to be part of the children's life. He wants to, go for a man who seeks help when he needs help, actually. But we've seen that from the research also. You saw that part of what we saw in the research was that it says societal expectation about men sometimes limited to access services. So we're saying to men and say, look, if you need help, you need to speak out. So a well-being man will be a man that will need help, who has mental health issues and is not hiding it from anybody and say, hey, please, I need help. You guys have to help me. I don't have food at home. I need to go to the food bank. You tell you go to the food bank and get some food. Oh, my child, I can pay for my child basketball. Somebody else can pay you in the community. Don't be in the silo. Talk out. So a man, like a man who perhaps you just said, like, what the well-being will look like. It's a man who asks for help, who also is open to opportunities and say, okay, what can I do? In what way can I also help other men as well in my own neighborhood, in my own community, to help them grow the way I am and be a better person in the community? So that's my own definition of what a man that has have good well-being will be.
Wonderful. Bayo, always a pleasure. Thank you.
It's nice to see you, though. Thank you very much.
Okay.